If this is your experience of bottoming, then you need to check this video out because you should be a lot more like this. Hey, what's up? My name is Kade, and today I want to give you my top tips on how to be a better bottom and get the maximum pleasure while you're doing it. Just because you bottom does not make you any less of a man. Whether you're new to bottoming or you have years of experience, I think there's something in this video for you. Just a heads up, I will be mentioning some explicit words that may be possibly triggering. I will be linking everything below. If there's anything that I mentioned in this video, you're like,
yeah, I need this to be a better bottom.
Make sure to use that discount code because it helps you and it helps me, so it's a win-win situation. My mouth is so dry, I need to be a basic gay. Okay, let's talk about bottoming. Being a trans man in a society like ours today, it is not very widely accepted for guys to like bottoming. Even when it comes to the cis gay community, I've heard that people say you're less of a man if you like to bottom, which is honestly ridiculous because how are the tops gonna get off if there's not really any bottoms? Like, of course there's so many ways, but in all reality, like, stop trashing the bottoms, God. I feel like everyone that trashes bottoming really have not tried bottoming in the right circumstances before. And if you've not tried to bottom and you're trashing it, like, put your money where your mouth is or your dick where your mouth is, really. Regardless of what parts you have below the belt, there's so much potential pleasure in receiving and bottoming. For those that are interested in bottoming and even the seasoned bottoms, here are my top tips to help you enjoy bottoming even more. First off, do some self-exploration and touch yourself. Feeling myself. If you do not know what feels good to you, how can you tell that to anyone else? When I say bottoming, I am meaning it in two different ways. Because I am a trans man and I'm pre-op, I still have, you know, a hole in the front, I guess you could say. I'm not trying to trigger as many people as possible, so hopefully that was fine enough. And then of course, the booty. And the nice thing about the ass is everyone's got one. So if you have dysphoria with having some fun in the front, try the back. One of the most important things to keep in mind is that you are in control. So make sure to really use your voice. No one is a mind reader. You can see body language, but you never know what someone truly wants. When I talk about bottoming, the first few tips are versatile for the front and back, but then halfway through the video, I'm gonna switch to just anal because there are a few specific tips that need to be specifically talked about. Another tip that I have is to go slower than slow. If you have any pain or discomfort, you can slow down and make sure that if you are with someone, tell them to slow the fuck down. You do not want to be putting your body through that. Another tip that I have is to use so much lube. Lube is so important to when you are bottoming. So even if you're doing some bottoming in the front, I always encourage to use even more lube because especially after you start testosterone, a lot of people tend to have more dryness in the front. So using lube can be your best friend. And I'll also make sure to link this below because this is my favorite like lube to use when I'm having some fun in the front. I'll also be reviewing this lube by itself soon. And I mean, as you can see, like it's almost gone. I've used it, I like it. This is like the 4th time I bought this. When it comes to lube, try out a bunch of different kinds because especially for people with sensitive skin like me, it can be really not a good time if you use like cheap crappy lube, or even like I've used some really high quality lubes as well that just do not work well with my skin. So try out a few different lubes. I'll even link below a sample pack of lubes so you can try a few different ones out to see what you like. Using the right lube for you can be a game changer, especially when it comes to bottoming. Because feeling comfortable, safe, and relaxed is a huge key to ultimate pleasure. Now specifically, tips for anal. Just like I was saying before, you use a lot of lube because with anal, it is not self-lubricating at all. So it is so important you use lube. Specifically when it comes to anal, I highly encourage you douche beforehand. And it is like pretty cheap. This is the douche that I use and it is really affordable. I'll make sure to link it below. Rinse that booty out so everyone can have a better time. That way you can be more relaxed. Being relaxed is the key to having good anal sex. Make sure to do it with warm-ish water and you're not burning yourself, because if you do it with cold water, you're probably gonna get a stomach ache. Do it a few times, fill it up, do that cycle, and then make sure to do it until the water runs clear. Because if not, you're gonna have a crappy time. You're being such a douche right now. Can you leave? If you've never done anal before and you want to try it out, you want to get more used to that sensation before someone might be topping you, I highly encourage you check out some booty plugs. This one was extremely affordable and body safe. This is I think it's the big one, because initially when I got it, I was like, I'm probably gonna be wanting something like around that size in my booty anyways, so might as well get it ready. And so there's a teeny one, a big one, and then a really big one. Try a booty plug out so you can kind of get more used to that like fullness feeling. It's a good way to kind of ease into it. Plus it can get your booty ready before you're gonna start to take it. Just remember that if you're having dysphoria while you're trying to bottom with the front, try the back, because guess what? Everyone has an ass. So give anal a try. It is the universal hole. Now, if you're more of a top, you're gonna wanna check out my video on my top tips for tops, and I'll show you that in a moment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace.